Welcome to another installment of CFI Tips. I'm Eric Radke. I'm here with Sporty's Academy CFI Charlie Dietz, and the topic for today are aircraft traffic patterns, specifically entering traffic patterns at non-towered airports, which always, Charlie, seems to be maybe a point of confusion sometimes, a little chaotic at non-towered airports. So tell me how you talk to students about simplifying the process, approaching a non-towered airport and setting up for the traffic pattern.
Yes, this seems to be an issue for even my advanced students. Far too often I see people entering just way too close or not even having a good idea of what a good entry point is. My way of approaching this is draw about a 4 to 5 mile ring around the airport, set yourself up before you hit that ring on a 45 inbound to either the upwind or the downwind, and join the pattern that way. It gives you enough time to set up, make a radio call, and enter the proper way.
Now, Charlie, do you, what would you, about how far out? Like, in other words, you're sending a student or have a solo flight, or you're talking even an advanced student, how do you tell them to prepare? Before they leave their departure airport at some certain range from the airport, at what point should they have a solid plan of how they're going to go about entering the pattern?
Yeah, it really depends how close your destination is to your departure airport. If it's a good bit out, you can kind of defer that decision to later, but if it's relatively close, you want to think about it on the ground before you depart. I would say anything shorter than 25, definitely have your plan ready to go before. But if it's kind of more of an extended cross country, you can kind of start planning yourself out about the time you're able to get the weather at whatever airport you're using, maybe 25, 30 miles.
Charlie, thank you very much, and thanks to all for joining us for another edition of CFI Tips.